So what did you think of the show? Because you got to watch a little bit of it. Did you see anything you liked?
Like what? Well, I didn't see any of it except barely. I just saw some of it.
Okay. Maybe next time then.
I saw...
Sweetheart, keep this down here. We don't want to get shot down by Twitch. Alright.
Daddy, are you talking about the game that's kind of like the game where you're cutting down trees but different? The one that's in that kind of looking,
It was a different one. It was the one that was on TV when you were picking up the stuff. Okay, so we don't really have 5-year-old demographics on how that went, what they thought of it. And I do also apologize because this is not as nice as Patrick's setup. But it is fun to ironically present the post-show for the Microsoft conference on a PlayStation, because that's what I have. So we'll go ahead and start with the Xbox One Slim. It's coming out in August. It's going to be $300, and it looks kind of like a subwoofer. If I'm going to be honest, like with the dot matrix patterns all over the place. So yeah, that's confirmed and coming. And then at the end of the show, they talked about the Scorpio. So yeah, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye. Bye.
Right. Xbox Anywhere is their move pushing forward on basically everything that they said was going to be an Xbox One exclusive and everything. All of that's coming to it was Xbox One and Windows 10. That's what they're moving forward, and they're pushing that. That's how they want to move forward on that, which I kind of dig it. And so yeah, they're not gonna do so much the fighting for console exclusivity or whatever. They're just gonna push forward their games and move forward with software. Sweetheart, please take that out of the living room, please. Gears 4 looks awesome. I really like the demo that they had for that, and having Marcus show up at the end was pretty cool. Good idea. The gameplay looks good. I'm guessing they were playing on easy or something. Like they only seem to get hit every once in a while. I assume there's a higher difficulty mode for it. But the thing I really liked was kind of the environmental thing, and this was something that they showed in the first demo or gameplay bit where they were going through and they had the storm coming and it was knocking down buildings and all that kind of stuff. There was halfway through there's an electrical attack that hits the ground and sends out these little pulses of lightning, and you have to find cover that's not going to get hit by lightning. And I like that. Like the reason that Gears 4 works so well and what makes it more than just a cover-based shooter and what I would like more FPSs to kind of emulate is just kind of how the environment, everything around you, the buildings, the cover you're using, everything is just it's all part of the game. It's all part of the show, and I like that. Speaking of Gears, they push they're introducing the next season of Killer Instinct, and they had General Rom, which I thought we already knew that, but like I thought we announced that forever ago. Maybe that was just a leak or something. I mean, tell me in the comments, tell me in the chat. But yeah, that was their piece of news to kind of tie it together and stuff. So yeah. Then they went to Forza Horizons 3. So, sorry, give me just 1 second. Let me make sure this is being broadcast. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, Forza Horizons 3. They're going to Australia, and they're doing Australia type things. They had a 4-player co-op campaign that they showed, and I like the intro because like they kind of disguised the loading screen by having the different people come in from different areas, and then everybody got to race together. I like that idea. I like the idea of unlocking things with co-op. They didn't really do a whole lot as far as like the single player bit. Like they were pushing really big on the clubs and the promotion, and you can do all the things together. Which, okay, cool. I play my games solo, so that's not really for me, I don't think. But I like the idea of being able to move forward on campaign with a co-op thing. That sounds a little bit more fun. But yeah, just a lot of emphasis on the social side of Forza Horizons 3. Recore has a release date now. It's September 13th. And they showed a little bit more of the robots, because we got to see the first one, the little doggy one. And okay, cool. And then they had like an escape artist where you could use it to escape. And then like a big Gorilla Grodd looking guy. And then no, yes, please let me finish, and then we'll do things. Okay.
Okay.
Gaming, parenting, daddy stuff. So yeah, Recore, they showed some more of the monsters, and I encourage you to go check out the gameplay. I'm sure that Patrick will have that as part of like the big overall show at the end of the day, which, yeah, come back and watch that, and we'll have a little bit more perspective. There's more reactions. Final Fantasy 15 they showed the fight with Titan, and I didn't really like it. It looks very, like, the combat looks very canned, which is kind of funny because now they're moving toward, hey, we're doing action things, and like turn-based could be seen as a very rote, system, but it seemed like everything was, okay, now you have to do this one thing. Now you have to do this one thing. And like very step by step, and it walks you through the entire thing. And I feel like in this giant battle with this enormous, like, building sized enemy, that kind of takes away some of the grandiosity of it, and makes it feel like a chore. Not even necessarily challenging. It just seems like it's a task that needs to be completed. And yeah, so I'll keep an eye on it. I'm not necessarily gonna cancel my pre-order or anything, but like it was not a good showing for Final Fantasy 15, I thought. But let me know what you think. October 21st is the release date for Battlefield 1. And they talked a lot about the weather, which I don't know how many of you are really big into history and things, but yeah, weather is a tremendous factor in World War One. At the Battle of Verdun in France, which is one of the more significant battles, there were literally thousands of people who got into trenches created by artillery fire and actually drowned there. Like that was one of the things that killed people in World War One. And so if they're bringing weather forward as a factor, I really like that as a historical talking point. They talked about some more of the features that are moving forward on what they're going to be able to do with Xbox One specifically, and just the things they had a looking for group feature, which if you're trying to do co-op play, you can kind of find a group a lot more easily. They had the background music, which PlayStation's done with Spotify, and it's very much time for that to come forward, because that's really awesome. And then they talked about changing your language no matter what region you're in. So that's not, you don't have a limited option to languages based on your region, which that doesn't really seem like a feature. That seems like something that they should have done already, but yeah. And then they had an arena. It's basically standardized tournaments set up for various games, and the big one that they pushed was obviously EA's. They're going to have the Madden and stuff, and so now you can have these tournaments with your friends, set that up with everybody, and have less of a, you don't have to all keep it up. There have been entire websites devoted to allowing you to figure out who's winning your tournament, and for that to be integrated, that could be a really cool thing, and I like the idea. Xbox Live is doing Minecraft across Windows, Android, iOS, and you can share worlds across those areas, which I thought was pretty cool, and that is a good thing, and they're continuing to build the Minecraft ecosystem around everything and push it out to other places. Maybe that'll come to PlayStation, but they wouldn't say that on their stage, and honestly, I think that PlayStation is going to remain a separate ecosystem. Please stop playing with the pillow. Thank you. And then custom controllers was the next bit they had that it's a controller. I hold it, I push buttons, it does things. Some people seemed really excited for it. So if that is something you have wanted, you can change your colors and you can change your stuff. But cool. I mean, I guess that's the thing that some people are about. So if that's something you're into, now that's an option for you. And they shot a website up so that you can go ahead and go check that out and make your own controller, make it yours, basically. June 29th is when Inside is coming out. That's the game from the Limbo people. And speaking of Limbo, that's for free. So that's been pushed out as something that, hey, this is what we've done. Don't you think this other game might be cool too? They didn't give us any more information on it other than the release date, but yeah, that's still a game that I'm really excited about. We Happy Few is the dystopian 1984 BioShock looking thing that everybody make sure that everybody stays happy, whether it's through forced injections or voluntarily taking pills or whatever, and you're trying to kind of escape this. And everybody has the smiley masks. Very creepy. I like it. The Gwent standalone was also the We Happy Few has a release date for the preview of July 26th, so that's not long. The Gwent standalone was out, and you know that Patrick's the Hearthstone guy, but this looks like something that I could be into, and it looks different from, because to me, Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, several of the other card games, they all look very similar, kind of blend together, and this looks different. It's multi-tiered combat, and it yeah, I dig it. Tekken 7 coming in early 2017. They had a cinematic trailer with Heihachi fighting Akuma, which, yeah, that's just a cool battle. And that'll be coming out early 2017. And coming out early 2017. And yeah, so that's a thing that's happening. Sorry about all the notifications. I'm doing my best. Dead Rising 4 looks really awesome and goofy and weird as heck. So, yeah. But one of the interesting things that Colin Moriarty from the Kind of Funny crew pointed out is that they didn't say Xbox One, Windows 10 exclusive. So, maybe? We'll see if that expands to other platforms. Could be. Scalebound looks. It continues to look like a weird amalgamation of various genres and play styles. So go check out that trailer. I mean, we didn't really get any news on it. We already knew it was coming out early 2017. So yeah, that's still coming. Sea of Thieves looked like a lot more fun. They had YouTube personalities playing against each other, and if you're going to show us an edited demo of people being excited actually playing the game, or you're going to give us during the Minecraft demo, they were like, "Hey, come over here and help me with the TNT. I wonder what will happen. Oh, look what happened." No, that's it. Canned scripted. It doesn't feel fun, even if they are YouTube personalities being gregarious and outrageous because that's what they do. It still feels better than they're coming in from the left that we saw with like Rainbow Six Siege, back before that game came out. So I really like the Sea of Thieves demo and the way that it was presented. It looks like fun. Also, when you're steering the ship, the sails are down and you can actually see where you're going, so you have to communicate. It looks fun. Halo Wars 2 has a week-long beta that starts right now, apparently, and for the next week, that's what's going on. And we believed that was going to be the case, but now we have that confirmed. So yeah, go check out Halo Wars 2. State of Decay 2 is coming out in 2017. That was just a cinematic, atmospheric trailer that said, "Hey, there's a thing." So no new news on that, but that's it exists and it's coming out in 2017. And then the last thing that they did was Scorpio, Xbox Scorpio, that's coming out in 2017. And I was kind of surprised that they brought this out when they did. I mean, because they announced the Slim is coming out in August, and then Scorpio is coming out holiday 2017. I mean, until you know the details, why would you buy an Xbox One? That does not make sense to me. They confirmed that it was going to be 6 teraflops and the super mega heavy hitter that they talked about. They pushed 4K gaming and how all of this is going to be new and what have you. And sorry. And it's new and yeah, but I don't know. I don't know why you would buy a Slim when you don't know what the next thing is. And clearly you shouldn't buy an Xbox before the Slim comes out. So I don't really get their strategy here. I mean, you've still got a year before Scorpio comes out, but apparently it's going to be VR and 4K gaming and all this stuff. Though they were light on specifics, it's like, hey, let's hit all the keywords. So yeah. Let me know what you saw, what you felt, and yeah, and Aria legs in the corner. Yeah, parenting and gaming and hosting a show is tricky. But yeah, that's what we got for this week in our collective heads. I'm Kevin. Thanks.